You all seem to be familiar with the fried liver attack, that I know, but one thing I'm sure you're not familiar with is my version of the fried liver, which I call the boiled liver attack. Sounds funny, right? So a few months ago, I demonstrated how this can go. So what I'm going to do in today's video is to fill the gaps where I left. So as usual, this arises from the two knights defense, which is this one on the board. And then you go knight to g5. As if you want to play the usual fried liver attack, say after d5 and pawn takes, then knight takes d5. Instead of taking on f7, the move I recommend is to go queen f3 right away. Now, at first sight, this looks funny and dubious. Because even if you check the eval bar, you'll see how even Stockfish gets confused. First of all, this move, queen f3, allows black to take on g5 with his queen. That's just a free knight, right? But you'll see what will happen to the eval bar after a series of normal looking moves. So let's start with queen takes g5 and bishop takes. So we are basically giving black some edge, which they can't easily convert. With this line, there are many chances for black to go wrong, so they have to be accurate all the time, which is difficult. For example, in this position, knight d4 is the engine's top choice, which is only played by 7% of the Lichess population. So this is a spoiler for you guys. And by the way, I'm going to challenge one random chess player on Lichess and try to see if they are going to find this move knight d4. Knight d4 doesn't just look natural, cause why are you giving up the f7 pawn for free? It just doesn't look so human. So we'll see how my opponent will respond to knight d4. But before I play a live match, let me show you one cool trap in this position if black plays the top played move in the Lichess database. As you can see, bishop e6. So if black plays bishop e6, you can now see what has happened to the eval bar. Stockfish says white is completely winning. So you just go on and take the c6 knight, and after pawn takes, you take back with your queen, and whatever black would do, you take the rook, and it's just a matter of time before checkmating black. So let's go back to move number 7. What if black doesn't play bishop e6? Right, let's see. After knight d4, what I recommended to do in my previous video was to take on f7 with your queen, forcing black to lose his right to castle, and then the only move you consider to play is castle short. First of all, you can't play pawn to d3, which is the second most played move in the Lichess database, because that hangs mate in 1, and I don't know why most black players don't see this checkmate. So pawn to d3 is a very big blunder. Again, if you play knight a3, there is bishop takes a3 followed by knight takes c2 check, winning the rook. So the best you can do after queen takes f7 check and king d8 by black is to simply castle short, allowing knight takes c2 to happen. This is the only line you have to memorize out of everything, you guys. Once again, I said, in this particular position, you desperately want to stop black from playing queen f5. In other words, you want to control the a5 square as soon as you can. The top played move is pawn to d4, which is a blunder. Pawn to d4 allows black to exchange queens as quickly as he can, and this is losing for white. There's nothing that you can do. Your queen is just trapped. You just have to trade off, and then black will take your free rook. So it is this position that you need to memorize in my so-called boiled liver attack. Anyway, so the move to remember here is bishop e4, and you are good to go. What this does is that it frees up your queen, and then it also keeps an eye on the f5 square, preventing black to play queen f5. Yes, even if they take your rook, it doesn't matter, because now you have pawn to d4 attacking the queen, and now you are ahead in development with many open lines. This is very much playable even in classical chess. So your dark squared bishop is attacking black's queen on g5. Say black plays queen e7. You don't want to exchange your powerful queen with your opponent's less active queen, especially if you are the one attacking. So the move you want to play here is queen h5. And in this position, it's easy for black to blunder. For example, if they go e takes d4 thinking they are winning a free pawn, you simply have bishop g5 and black is completely dead. Going back one move, if black plays something like pawn to g6, well, you can just take on g6, knowing that if h takes g6 happens, you will simply win the free rook. And here you will just equalize material. There is no easy way for black to rescue his knight. For example, if knight c2 is played, you can simply go bishop g5 first, a tactical move to remember, and if queen takes, you take on f8 with check, And after the king moves, you simply go d takes e5. And there's nothing that black can do to save his knight. Here you will just equalize material. Anything that black could do, for example, you can just go queen f7 check and on the next move, win that knight. So you can do your own analysis at your own free time. You will confirm with me that black can't rescue this knight. Anyway, so this is what you're supposed to do in the knight d4 line. The only move to remember is castle short, and then you first of all play bishop e4 before playing d4. That's all. Now, time to try my bold lever attack against any random chess player on Lichess or on chess.com. Right, so here we begin. I have given Maya this starting position arising from the two knights defense. So Maya just played queen takes g5, taking my fried lever knight, and now it's time to take the knight on t5. So bishop takes d5 and knight d4. That's what I was talking about. So this is the engine's top choice, and now from here I said the correct move is queen takes f7 check, forcing black to lose his right to castle, and then followed by castle short. So let's do that. And by the way, the reason why I'm playing Maya is because I want to see how most 1600s would play against my bold lever attack. So Maya is just a chessboard trained to play like a 1500 human opponent or a 1600 rated chess player. So in this position I said don't play knight a3 or pawn to d3. Pawn to d3 hangs mate in 1, so the move is castle short. Now let's see what my opponent would play. Bishop d7, not a bad move. I was expecting knight takes c2 though, just trying to win my rook on a1. And it is in this position where I say don't play pawn to d4. The move is bishop e4 to take away the f5 square from the queen. But in this position, it seems like bishop e4 is a blunder, because if I play bishop e4, black would play bishop e6, trapping my queen. So this is logical and it's very easy to identify. So pawn to d3 is the way to go, attacking the queen this time. Yep. And now I can play queen h5, not exchanging queens. Yeah, when you are attacking, there's no need to exchange your powerful queen with your opponent's less active queen. So there we see pawn to g6. I think I can just retreat my queen back to d1, protecting my c2 pawn. There we see pawn to c6, attacking my bishop. I think let me just retreat my bishop somewhere to... I think bishop e4 makes a lot of sense. That's a very nice outpost for my light squad bishop, knowing it cannot be attacked by my opponent's pawns. So let's see what a typical 1600 rated player would play in this position. King c7, I do not believe in this. Let me go pawn to c3. You don't want to entertain your enemy's pieces in your territory. Yeah, knight f5. I think rook e1 makes a lot of sense, but I'm also thinking of playing pawn to d4. Yeah, pawn to d4 makes a lot of sense. Kind of a clear and sacrifice. Now I can go rook e1 or bishop f4 check first. Okay, yeah, bishop f4 check, and then once the king moves, I can now go rook e1. So there we see king c8 by black, but what can I do here? Maybe rook e1, trying to do a little discovery on black's queen. There we see queen f6, queen f6, queen f6. What can I do? Take. Yeah, if bishop takes, I'm going to play bishop. Yeah, okay, queen takes, bishop e5, g8. Now I can take on d4 with my queen, not my pawn. I need to activate my pieces. All my pieces need to be positioned on their potential squares. So there we see c5 attacking my queen. Queen c4 attacking the rook. Okay, bishop e6. I didn't see that coming. Let me play queen b5. If a6, I have queen b6. Yep, I thought so. Wait a second. Queen b6, there's a mate in 1, right? Queen d8 is checkmate. What? Wow. How did Maya blunder like that? Maybe it's because it was programmed to play like a normal human being, like a normal 1600 rated chess player. Anyways, I understand, and this is a call for 1600s and 1500s to improve their chess. This is how most of you guys make blunders in your games. So I hope you have learned one or two things, probably many things. So be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this video if you can, because that's the only way we can grow this channel, you guys. And hey, be sure to follow me on Patreon, which is my membership site, and also get my free E5 defense course right there. For now, have a wonderful day. Hope to see you soon in my next video. Until next time, bye bye.